Welcome back to another fantastic episode of YCTV. First up, Jared is back at AFN in Osan to tell us about some of the upcoming events for the Youth Center.
Osan the Eagle. I am Air Force Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones, hanging out this hour with Jared from the Humphreys Family MWR Youth Services. Hello, Jared.
Hello. Thanks again for having me. It's great to be back here.
Always a pleasure to see you. And you guys have got tons of stuff going on over there. A lot of summer programs that are starting registration now. Lots of things to talk about today. I'm going to talk about some of the 4-H and Boys and Girls Clubs. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things that you guys have over there at Camp Humphreys, the YCTV.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I'm looking forward to talking about that as well.
Absolutely, and it's a really cool program. So if you have kids over at Camp Humphreys, or if you are a kid over at Camp Humphreys listening to this show, you definitely need to stay tuned because this hour is all about you. So that is coming up next right here on AFN Osan the Eagle. Talking about all the great events and things that they have going on over there. And as summer is kind of approaching
very quickly,
I feel like I just blinked and it's already May tomorrow. So you guys probably pick up business a little bit in the summer. Am I right?
It's a little bit hit and miss. You know, we lose some youth to summer vacations and things of that nature. But the ones who do stick around, we really try to step up our programming a little bit more because there really isn't much to do. You know, sports seasons are over, school's over. You know, the youth that are here looking for, you know, something to do, and it's our job to provide that for them.
Absolutely. And you guys have teamed with the Boys and Girls Club of America and also 4-H to offer a huge variety of summer programs this year. Kind of tell us a little bit about what's going on for May.
Well, first of all, the Army has, like you said, a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club with 4-H, where they actually provide us, 4-H and the Boys and Girls Club of America provide us with programming materials, lesson plans, resources, marketing tools, everything that we need as youth directors and staff to implement the programs to the Army youth. So it's something we do regularly all year round. But coming up in May, we're really trying to make a big push with some of our programs. Number one being a gardening club that we're trying to start up. And that's going to be a 4-H sponsored program in the summer. And we're going to kick it off on May 2nd. We're inviting the youth to come on out, and we've got permission to start digging and building a garden next to our youth center.
Oh, that is so awesome.
So I want to take this opportunity, May 2nd at 4 o'clock. Anybody's interested, if you have a shovel, if you have some boots, you have some gloves, bring them on out. And we're going to get started to make our youth center look a little bit nicer and, you know, give us something to maintain and take responsibility for the summertime.
That's very interesting. Do you have any idea kind of what you're going to plant yet, or is it still kind of up in the air?
It's up in the air, but we also have an idea of what we're going to plant because we had a meeting not too long ago with some of the youth who, again, like we always try to do things that the youth want to do. So this is something they brought to us.
Oh, cool.
So we talked to them, you know, kind of survey and see what they want to do. And we've already started in collecting some stuff and put them in little miniature greenhouses. So we're getting ready to transplant them once we can dig up the garden. But we have sunflowers, we have daisies, we have zucchinis, and we have pumpkins.
Oh, pumpkins!
So we already got some stuff going, but we're always looking for more. So if you weren't involved in the original meeting, come on down to May 2nd and 4 o'clock, May 2nd at the youth center, and we'll start getting going with some new things we can plant, and we'll get that garden started.
That is very cool. Tell me about coming up at the end of this month in a few weeks, the Smart Girls program.
Yes, what we're starting to do now is we've had programs for Boys and Girls Clubs spread out throughout the month. We have Torch Club and Keystone Club, which are leadership programs for the youth to speak and get their voices heard. And we also have Smart Girls program, Passport to Manhood, and Smart Moves. And what we're trying to do now is combine that into 1 week at the end of the month to see if we can draw a bigger crowd of youth. To keep a more consistent involvement. So the first one we're doing is on May 27th at 5 p.m. and it's called the Smart Girls Program. And it's an opportunity for female youth to congregate, gather together, isolated from the male youth, talk with our female staff, and it's a program that promotes positive self-esteem, positive self-image, and positive health issues that young females face today. So that's going to be May 27th at 5 p.m. at the Youth Center. As for that program and any of the programs I'm talking about right now, there is no special sign up for this. So any young lady in grades 6 through 12 who's in the Youth Center wants to come May 27th at 5 p.m., all they have to do is show up. So
very cool.
Great program.
And coming up the next day, is it kind of the guys version, the guys' turn with the Passport to Manhood?
That's exactly what it is. It's man time, May 28th. We call it Passport to Manhood. And again, it's an opportunity for young males to sit and talk and go through a structured program. Fun activities as well, but maybe able to express themselves more when they're just amongst themselves and not have to worry about putting up a front for the females.
Exactly.
I still do that, so I know what that's like. But it's the same thing. We talk about, positive self-esteem, how to carry yourself in a positive way and reflect good character traits to everybody that you deal with throughout your life. So it's a good opportunity for the young people to start in their high school and even younger age, start to understand what it means to have strong character and to influence others to have that strong character as well.
And it's just kind of like in that laid back group environment, kind of non-judgmental.
Absolutely. We call that youth center mode. Come on in and hang out. And it's just a good chance to relax and open up and hopefully you learn something along the way.
Absolutely. And how does the Smart Moves on May 29th kind of tie into those two programs?
Smart Moves is kind of a combination of the two. It's not gender specific. It's more dealing with everyday peer pressures. It's a program that, goes against anti-smoking, anti-drinking. There's some talk about anti-gangs. It's all about getting young people to build the proper tools to make smart decisions in their life, make smart moves. You can go down the right path, you can go down the wrong path. We want to give them the opportunity to make those decisions by themselves, to be comfortable to say, no, that's not something I'm interested in doing. I'd rather make a more positive choice. So it deals with topics like that.
Absolutely, and definitely good things to kind of lay the foundation for at a younger age. And I mean, those life skills carry on throughout your adult life.
Yeah, absolutely. The sooner you can get that into young people's heads, maybe it doesn't hit them right away. But later on down the life, when they may face this certain challenge that we spoke about, they'll remember, hey, there's a better option out there for me to take.
Absolutely. And then concluding with healthy habits on May 30th.
Yes, healthy habits. That's turning into almost like a cooking club.
Oh, cool.
But it's so much more than that. But the youth really enjoy food, so why not throw some food out there for them? But it's an opportunity to learn healthy habits. They learn. We do things like grocery store scavenger hunts, looking for the labels and healthy things like that. We cook healthy snacks, healthy meals, give them recipe opportunities, and we almost create our own recipe book as the program goes on. So on May 30th at 6 p.m., they're actually be doing Korean glass noodle.
Ooh.
Yes, so we're going to turn it into a little cultural activity as well. Our Korean staff is going to help us make a healthy Korean noodle dish on May 30th at 6 p.m.
Definitely check that out. And those and all the other programs that we've talked about are all free over at the Camp Humphreys Teen Center. So definitely head over there throughout the month of May and
Back
check
in the
them
studio
out. With Jared from the Camp Humphreys CYSS program. And we've kind of been talking today and really over the last week about the different cancellations and postponements of events over there at Camp Humphreys. And you have one that you just wanted to get out from the CYSS side of the house. Just a postponement, not a cancellation.
Absolutely, just a postponement. We're going to do a ziplining trip we had scheduled for May 31st. We are going to go ahead and postpone that. We don't have a final date set as of right now, but we're hoping to go mid to late June when the youth get out of school. Hopefully it'll be good for us to give the kids something again to do when school's out. But May 31st is not going to happen, but we're hoping to get it going again in June.
Absolutely, and we'll have more information on that when it becomes available, and there is a definite date decided. And one of the cool programs that I was just pretty much, I don't know if shocked is the right word or like pumped up, psyched when I heard about it when I got here, is the YCTV program that you guys have going on. And me being a broadcaster, kind of doing this for a living over the past 8 years or so, I was super excited to hear about how you guys are letting the youth kind of try their hand at broadcast journalism over at Camp Humphreys. Tell me a little bit about what YCTV is.
Yes, it's really a great, amazing opportunity for the young people. First of all, to see that what you do for this is not easy. But we have some great people helping the youth out from our public affairs office, our interns with the public affairs office from local Korean colleges and universities. And what they do is they partner up with youth volunteers, and it's basically a free internship program for a high school student. They have a full TV studio. TV cameras, green screen, teleprompters, some other items in there that I'm not even sure what they are. The youth who are participating know what they are by now and know how to work them much more better than I do. But I can't say enough about what a great, career experience they can get by taking part in YCTV. It looks great on college application. If they're looking for extracurricular activities, this is something that is not offered in most places. I can't think of anywhere in the military world where military youth have this opportunity to take part in this free program and get this life and educational experience working and producing their own television show, which is basically what they're doing.
It's so awesome. And I've never heard of it either. And, when you say, oh, I have my own TV studio, well, some people have like their own quote unquote TV studios in their basement with, like a $10 camcorder, and they upload it to YouTube. No, they are super official over at YCTV. I think you guys have the same equipment, if not better equipment, than we have here at AFN. So, it is the real deal, professional grade stuff.
Oh, absolutely. It's a professional enterprise. This isn't the teenager with their iPhone, putting their karaoke up on a YouTube. No, this is an actual television show where they have produced different segments. We have segments called Lingo Swap, where they go into the community and learn different Korean phrases, things of that nature. We have a career corner where youth get the chance to sit down with somebody in the community and actually conduct an interview, asking them about their career, what it's like, what are the challenges. And we also do things that kind of market and advertise what the teens are up to. We have a Game On segment where the youth come together and highlight maybe a certain video game or something that's going on at the youth center. So everything is very thought out, very scripted. It's an unpaid internship, and it's a great opportunity for youth to be involved. And the best part about it is we need more people. We need more young people that want to do this. Maybe you're not comfortable being in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. That's no problem. There's tons of jobs behind the camera. There's tons of great technology that they can work with, putting together segments, putting together graphics, just taking photos, putting the different segments together. There's so much behind the scenes work that goes into producing this television show. And I really wanted to talk about it today because I think now that school is wrapping up, sports seasons are going to be ending, maybe some of the younger people, high school students, are going to have some free time on their hands. And I want them to be aware that this opportunity is available for them to get started this summer. All they have to do is come into the youth center, give me a call at 753-5614. And it's very simple. I'll get them in touch with the people who help run the show. I'll get them in touch with the young people who are already a part of it, and we'll find a spot for you. So if this is something you think you may be interested in, give me a call and check it out, because it really is an unbelievable opportunity that can really only be taken advantage of while you're here at Camp Humphreys.
Exactly. And if we want to maybe log on and check out the show from YCTV before, maybe just check it out and see if it's something we want to be involved in, where can we see the show at?
Well, you can go to the Camp Humphreys YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. We have their own playlist that is just YCTV. They have the full episodes. They have it broken down in different segments so you can watch different portions. So if you're looking to, kind of watch it and see if you want to get involved with it, don't watch my segment because I'm not any good at it. Watch the youth, because I have one segment here where I do some talking, and that's not going to get you involved. We want you to watch the good stuff. But seriously, the different segments are all up there on YouTube, and it's also aired on the Command channel. If you live on post at Camp Humphreys, is Channel 3. Basically almost on a continuous loop. It's a monthly show, so there's a new show put out there every month. They run for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and put different commercial stuff in there as well. It's a professional television show, and it's something to really encourage people to get involved with.
Absolutely, so cool. Check it out, YCTV. Just head into the Teen Center, and they can hook you up with anything that you want to do, getting involved with YCTV, whether you want to be in front of the camera, behind the camera, on the editing suite, anything you want to do, they can hook you up with it.
If you're interested, we will find you a spot.
Absolutely. Stay tuned. We're going to have more with Jared here on AFN. Got more stuff to talk about with Camp Humphreys CYSS. Jared in the house with us today, and a huge event that you guys did last year, bringing it back for the second year, the Teen Summer Jam. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, ma'am. This is going to be our second annual Teen Summer Jam. And what it is, it started out last year as a partnership with the MWR BOSS program. Mm-hmm. Each year, the BOSS program designs a beach blast for single soldiers, and they go out and have a fun recreational good time at a beach. Last year was on Daecheon Beach. This year it's actually on Yanpo Beach.
Cool.
And what we were able to do last year is kind of get enough interest in youth to sign up and talk with the boss program, and they allowed us to come in onto the beach after the soldiers had left. And we get to utilize some of the leftover recreational facilities, activities that the outdoor recreation department brings out, and it gives us an opportunity to have a fun event, you know, with the youth as well after the soldiers leave for the weekend.
Definitely. So the soldiers get to hang out on the weekends, and then you guys come in for a couple of days and do kind of the same outdoor rec, bring stuff to kind of play with, and it's just a really great event. And it's not just Camp Humphreys that goes out to the Teen Summer Jam, right?
Oh, absolutely not. That's one of the best parts about it is the Army has a thing called the Pacific Teen Panel, where representatives from each Army garrison in the Pacific region discuss issues, bring up topics that affect them on a monthly basis. And at the end of the year, they take what's called a Youth Leadership Forum trip, and they're going to Camp Zama, Japan this year.
Oh, cool.
So that's called the YLF. And part of the program is they also want each installation to conduct what they call a mini YLF. So what we do here in Korea is we get the other garrisons involved with Yongsan, Daegu, Red Cloud, and us, Camp Humphreys. We come together, it's starting to be this every year on the beach, and we put together some team building activities as well. And it's a chance for the youth to put their own activities together, just fun games on the beach, teaching team building, teaching character counts, and a chance for the youth to come together, bond, and get to know one another. So we combine that into the weekend's activities with all the fun stuff that we do on the beach on top of that. Plus we have a dance at the night. We have the DJ coming out there. We'll have a bonfire one night. The best part about this one is last year we were able to go for one night. And the biggest feedback we got from the youth after that trip was, let's do an extra day. They want to do more than one day.
Want to stay longer, absolutely.
So like I always say, we always try to do what the youth want. So we're going to go for 2 nights this time. And I want to talk about it today because I want to get the save the date out there. We're going to be heading out there on Sunday, June 22nd, and returning on Tuesday, June 24th.
So definitely mark that down in your calendars. Put it in your phone so you don't forget. How do we go about registering for this Teen Summer Jam?
Well, the registration permission slips will be coming out soon, probably within the next week. We're still working on finalizing. There's going to be a slight cost for the event. We're still finalizing that to see what we need to cover hotel costs and transportation and things of that nature. But we don't charge. It's not going to be like a $200 fee. It's going to be just minimal to cover some of our expenses. So once we have that absolutely finalized, which should happen in the next week or so, then we'll have permission slips that they will need to fill out, and those can be picked up at Building 427 at the Youth Center, and then returned to Parent Central, which is Building 570. And we treat anybody who's gone on a trip with us, it's the same process. It's a permission slip, turn it in, and we get your name on the list. So look on our Facebook page, Humphreys CYSS Teen. There should be an announcement coming up very, very soon about when exactly registration will be open and how exactly they can go about doing it.
Perfect. Sounds great. Keep an eye out for that. We'll be right back here to wrap up with Jared and CYSS on AFNO Sun. And I've had the pleasure of having Jared from Camp Humphreys CYSS in the studio with me this hour, talking about what an amazing program they have over there for the youth and teens at Camp Humphreys. Just tell us how we find more information and how we can get involved with you guys over there.
The easiest way is to go to Humphreys CYSS Teen on the Facebook page, and you'll get all the latest information, schedules, and announcements. Anybody at Camp Humphreys in grades 6 to 12 is eligible to register with the Youth Center. It's free of charge. They just need to call the Parent Central office at 753-3413 to make an appointment and get registered. And while I'm talking about registration, I know it's PCS season. We have a lot of new people. We do offer a monthly youth orientation as well. So this month in May is going to be on May 15th at 6 p.m., Building 427. So if you're new to Camp Humphreys, come on into the Youth Center. No registration for that necessary. Just come on in and I'll get you hooked up, give you all the tools that you need to get registered and signed up.
Absolutely. And they're so awesome over there that you can just kind of wander into the building, and whatever questions you have, whatever you need, they will definitely try and take care of you.
Absolutely. May 15th at 6 o'clock is the youth orientation, but if you want to come tomorrow at 3:13, I'll be there too, and I'll orientate you then.
Perfect, Jared. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Nice! Sounds like some great stuff is coming up. I cannot wait for next month. Stay tuned. After the break, it's Game On.
People to come here because there's so many cool things you can do. They have...
You're watching YCTV!
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Hey guys, wait up!
And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
An endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle!
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Cutler, and I'm here at the Youth Center with Jewel Beth, Helena, and Brian. In this month's segment of Game On, we're going to try a popular Korean game known as gongi. Let's check it out. Game On!
Elizabeth, do you want to play game?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
It's gongi.
Yeah, how do you play?
You don't know
No.
how to play? Okay, I'll show you how to play the gongi.
Awesome.
This is a 5-level game. Level 1. Okay, first drop the gongi door and pick one up and pick one up at a time like this. Okay.
This is going to be really hard. Okay. Oh.
Okay, try again.
Okay, we'll try again. Level 2?
Level 2. Okay, drop the gongi door and pick one up and pick up 2 at a time like this. Okay?
Okay, alright. Level 3?
Level 3. Okay. Drop the gongi door again and pick one up and grab 3 on the first time like this and grab, let's do it.
Alright. Level 4?
Level 4. Throw, drop, and catch.
Okay.
And throw, pick up, catch.
Throw, drop,
catch. And throw, pick up, catch.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Throw.
Level 5.
Level 5.
Shake your gongi door for luck and catch the gongi door on the back of your hand like this and throw and catch and I got first score.
Awesome. Okay. Shake for luck. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. Zero. You wanna come try this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shake for luck.
Sure.
Throw it up and catch it on the back of your hand. I'll try again. Okay, let's try one more time, see if you can get this.
Oh, God.
This game is really hard. We should play this again sometime soon.
Sure.
Well, that's all we have time for. Join us next month for another segment of Game On. See you.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh, that game is so fun, but so hard. Just wait, I'm gonna work on the game and then it is so on. Next up on Career Corner, First Lieutenant Caberti is going to interview her JRTC instructor from the Camp Humphreys Middle High School.
Rush. It was fun, good, and scary. I felt like I was about to throw up. I thought my stomach was in my mouth. I had a face fight. I didn't feel good. So what do you do next? Going home. That's it. You can stay longer.
Turn here. There. Hey. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Hi, my name is Kate Caberti, and you're watching YCTV. In this month's Career Corner, I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Sear, a retired military member of our community.
Good afternoon, Kate. My name is Craig Sear, Lieutenant Colonel, retired, prior Army, 29 years, and I currently work at Humphreys High School Junior ROTC program.
Well, to start off, what is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? I'd have to say the cheetah.
The cheetah? And why is that?
Well, besides being the fastest animal on the planet, it's also pretty graceful. I like that, and the fact that before it makes its attack, it never has to stretch.
Well, that's very true. How does somebody get into your career field?
Well, that's a little bit, it's a little complex, because unlike a kid in high school basically saying, hey, I want to be a junior ROTC instructor, so it goes through 4 years of college and then finds a job. It doesn't work this way. You have to first pick a branch of service, Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines, and then do 20 years of honorable service, retire honorably, and then seek out a junior ROTC instructor position.
So what does the starting salary look like in your career field?
Well, I work for DODEA, so it's a little bit different than the way it's designed, which on the state side, you would pretty much make exactly what you were making on active duty at the time of retirement. So whatever that pay is, that's what you would make. Now for DODEA, it's a little bit different because they stay strictly to the pay scales based off of education level and based off of years of teaching experience. So for me, I had 6 years of college teaching experience as a senior Army ROTC instructor, so I brought that to the table. But starting salary for DODEA Army ROTC instructor would be roughly $39,000 with a straight bachelor's degree.
Wow. Well, what can you tell me about a day like in the office, or in this case, in the classroom?
Well, actually, my day does start off in the office and basically getting a flag detail ready to raise the colors, the Korean and the American colors on the school flagpoles. Once that's done, I'm either going into a planning session or I'm going into the classroom to teach. This week we are doing rifle instruction or marksmanship instruction, and next week we will actually shoot. The cats will be able to shoot air rifles on the indoor range we have at our facility.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, what can you tell me about the importance of your job?
Importance is relative to the person. I mean, to somebody else's job might not seem that important. For me, I think it's very important. I think that Master Sergeant Loken, my counterpart at the high school, and we basically teach, coach, and mentor these kids and get them ready to become young, responsible citizens of society and future leaders of this great nation.
That is very true. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your occupational field?
Very rewarding. Again, you know, when you're standing in the classroom teaching, or when you've taught several lessons or engaged the kids in a planning session for a ceremony, and then, you know, you finally see the light bulb come on, like they get it. It's very rewarding when they finally, you know, are able to bring everything home and make like our military ball is coming up. Make that happen, and they're the ones that plan it and conduct it and execute it. And when they finally and all the pieces come together, very rewarding as an instructor when they're able to do that themselves.
Well, for all those who are interested in joining JROTC, where can we look you up here in Humphreys?
You can basically look me up at the high school administration office, Humphreys High School, that is, and they will contact me either directly and transfer you over to me, or I will get back in contact with you.
Well, would you like to give a shout out to your cadets?
I'd like to give a shout out to all the cadets and thank them for each and every day that I'm able to teach them, because not only am I teaching and hopefully they are learning something from me, I learn something from these cadets every single day I go to school.
Well, thank you for being in the show, and we'll see you next month in the next Career Corner segment.
Thanks for stopping by, Lieutenant Colonel Sear.
Attention!
Last but not least, we're going to learn a new phrase on Lingo Swap. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I think the event is good. It shows appreciation for the children who are kids of the military families. It shows how they are appreciated. Donovan, what you think about this event?
Pack of menthols.
It's not enough.
What's a pack of menthols cost? Your teeth. Smoking menthols or regular cigarettes can cause serious gum disease that makes you more likely to lose them.
See you again.
What are menthols costing you?
Segment of Lingo Swap, Kate and Brian and our mystery guest are going to teach us a new Korean phrase.
Ready, set, yeah!
Oh my gosh!
What's wrong?
I totally forgot today was Mother's Day.
How come?
I don't know. I mean, what am I gonna do?
I don't know. Well, I did that like 3 days ago. It called Parents' Day, so I don't have to celebrate next one.
What are you talking about?
There's a Korean traditional day called Parents' Day. They don't celebrate fathers, they only celebrate both of them. That's...
Really?
Yeah.
So how would you say that in Korean?
Thank you for raising me and giving me birth.
So how would you say that?
나와주셔서 감사합니다.
What?
나와주셔서 감사합니다. Now you say it.
That's too hard. I can't.
My friend will teach you.
All right, say it with me. Na'a.
Na'a.
주셔서.
주셔서.
And 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Yeah.
나아 주셔서 감사합니다.
Yeah.
Wow! Nailed it! Nailed it!
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. Mother's Day is May 8th. Nice save. Well, that's a wrap. Come back next month for another exciting episode of YCTV. You can watch the show on the Garrison Command channel or on our YouTube page at www.youtube.com/USAG Humphreys. We'll see you next month.
We're Venturing Crew 86 in Guam, and you're watching YCTV.